very, very quiet. We are talking about the Paterson cut of Star Wars Kenobi. We don't want Lucasfilm to hear us. I'm just kidding, everybody. Hey, I'm super excited because we are going to talk about the Paterson cut. If you don't know what that is, you're going to learn more about it here today on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
I will talk first, everybody. Good morning, evening. We are pre-recording the show, everybody, because I will be out of town on Saturday. But we are excited to be here with you. I am Stephen Buster, your co-host, along with the one, the only, the most magnificent, beardiest dude I know, Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in geekdom land, because it will be morning when you're watching this.
That will be. That's true. It will be. It'll be morning. Good morning to you. Well, I'm excited today, everybody, because Mike told me about the Star Wars cut of the Obi-Wan Disney Plus series. And I said, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, this is where if it, rather than a series, if it was a movie. And I was like, oh, because I love Kenobi. But I thought it was too long. You guys remember me ranting about that. I think it was like, come on, just make it a movie. And somebody did it. And I'm so excited to talk about it tonight. We have saved it for the podcast. So we'll have more information for you about all that and stuff. So Mike, how's your day gone today?
Busy.
Busy.
Yeah. Busy. And hot. It is warm here in the St. Louis area. Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that the cold is going away, but from what I understand, we're about to have another cold streak
spell. Okay.
Yeah, cold spell. So yay. But I don't want to turn the AC on, so it's kind of hot in here right now.
Right. All right. Well, we're going to make this quick, everybody. I'm just kidding. Okay. Show's done. No, I'm just kidding. Go watch it. It's great. No, I'm just kidding. So you had some geeky news, right?
Yes, I do. I have geeky news.
All right. So let's do this.
All right. I only have geeky news because I happened to see it pop up on my X feed just before I left work, and I went, what? Oh,
okay. Okay.
I got geeky news for tonight.
Nice.
I think it's kind of exciting. So,
okay.
Switch to the share screen.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, no problem.
I'm just going to share the screen and Mike share. Here we go.
So this is from the Hollywood Reporter. And like I said, I saw it on my X feed, and coming from my X feed, it was coming from Sylvester Stallone himself. So being that it's coming from the man, I consider this to be legit. So, and the news is that Sylvester Stallone is to be the executive producer for the John Rambo movie, which will be a prequel movie to the Rambo series. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have never watched all of the Rambo movies, but I have watched the first one, and I've watched, I think, the last two.
The last two weren't too bad.
Yeah, I liked them. I really like the original. I think the original is a good movie.
Yeah.
And we all know I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan, especially a Rocky fan. But I think it's exciting that he's coming back to be executive producer. They're not telling who's going to play Rambo, who's going to play John Rambo in this, but this is a prequel. So this is going to be, I'm assuming, him in Vietnam.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So John Rambo in Vietnam. That's my guess. Anyway.
That would make sense, because then you would see him in action. And what makes him in a war situation. I mean, we got to see him totally in the, the whole police crazy force in that first movie, which was crazy, crazy.
Right.
But oh, this sounds good.
Yep.
That sounds interesting.
So I'm excited about it. It says Sylvester Stallone is signed on to executive produce John Rambo, the origin story feature about the character. The Hollywood action star initially played in 1982's First Blood. Sylvester Stallone knows the character of John Rambo better than anybody. I would say that's true, along with Rocky. And Lionsgate has had the good fortune of partnering with Sly for more than 20 years on his legendary IP. His participation is the final critical piece to John Rambo, and we're thrilled to have his involvement. And that's Adam Olgelson, chair of Lionsgate Motion Picture Group. So he goes on to say, latest feature in the revived Rambo series has started production in Bangkok, Thailand.
Okay.
Noah Centineo, who stars in Street Fighter, leads the prequel directed by Jalamari. I'm murdering these names. Sorry.
Oh, but the guy who did Sisu. Have you seen the Sisu movies?
I have not.
The first one, it's really good. It's really good. Sisu, it is it Poland or something? It's a World War II thing. You got this person anyway, he finds gold. He realizes he's trying to get it. It's from his home. He tries to get to the bank, but he has to go through all these Nazis and stuff to do so. And they attack him and jerks because they're jerks to everybody. And it's the end of the war. And pretty much he takes care of them when they try to kill him. So he in return. And you find out his backstory of who he is in the process. It is violent. It is gritty. And the bad guys get their comeuppance. It's wonderful.
Sounds like a good movie.
And they've had a second one, but I haven't watched it yet. But anyway, okay. So the guy who directed that, okay, I could see him doing an interesting job with this.
Says the ensemble cast includes Yao from Sinners, Jason Tobin, 1,000 Blows, Quincy Isaiah, Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, Jefferson White of Yellowstone, and Tame Thong from The White Lotus. Again, not trying to mispronounce names. I just can't really say them. Stallone confirmed he will exec produce the film on his Instagram page. Rambo has been part of my life for a very long time, a character built on resilience, survival, and the scars of war. He's a lot to me and to the audiences around the world for decades. Now we're going back to where his story begins. I'm excited to be executive producing, exploring the early chapter of the man before the legend. So there you have it. Rambo is coming back.
Nice.
I don't know if they're going to do like a de-age Sly or
no. I doubt it. If he's executive producing, but they may get someone who's like him. You know who I always thought was like him was Milo. I never can say his last name, Lego or whatever. But he has the same mouth as Sylvester Stallone. Here, let me see if I can. I'll try to pop him up on the screen here. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking. Ventimiglia. Here, let me see. He's 48, so he may be too old. But I'll show you everybody.
I'd say 48. But then again, does he look 48 too? Yeah, see, he might be able to pull off a younger looking guy.
But when he talks, though, sometimes you look at him and going, "Gosh, he has the same lips as Sylvester Stallone." I'm sorry. He's a good actor, though.
Awesome. Well, I have no idea who's playing John Rambo, and I'm going to be watching out for who will actually star as John Rambo. I think that'll be cool.
I'm curious. That'd be really good. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
And if Sly is producing it, obviously executive producer, it's obviously going to be somebody that he approves of. So,
Yep. Agreed.
All right.
Okay. You ready for geeky news?
No, that was geeky news.
I mean, Geekdar. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Geekdar. All right. Let's do it. Oh, goodness.
You can tell we're pre-recording this and we have no idea what we're doing.
We're so used to going live, so I did the wrong one. Here we go. This is
the radar, sir.
What's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what? The what? And the what?
You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
That's not all he's lost.
Oh, it's already set to the automatic loop. I forgot to turn that off. Hey, we're having a great time, everybody here. So
Oh my gosh.
it's all good. You can tell we're so used to going live that we forget all the other stuff and rebuilding everything to go.
We're not used to doing this at night.
No, we're not. So, all right, Geekdar, do you want to start or you want me to go?
I can go. So I don't have a comic book today or a book.
Okay.
Partially because it's at the beginning of the week and it's before payday. So that's part of the reason I don't have a comic book. But Brendan and I decided to start. I decided to start watching it last night, and then she ended up watching it with me. But we started watching a show last night, and part of it I was just intrigued because of the title of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not going to explain the title of the show. You can find that on your own or watch the show and find out what it is, because it's
so it was the dirty part that attracted you to the show?
No.
I know, I tease it.
It's called DTF in St. Louis, and I went, what? Okay, St. Louis, you got my attention. All right.
Yeah, because you're from the St. Louis area. Sure.
Right. Right. I mean, I live on the Illinois side, but I'm part of the metro area, and I always say that I identify as a St. Louisan, just because we're so close to St. Louis.
Yeah.
And I hope you can't hear that. I got the window open.
No, you're good.
Okay, good. A neighbor's like on the phone or something. I can hear it.
No, we don't hear it. You're good.
Good. Anyway, so I was intrigued. I'm like, all right, this is in St. Louis. So this is a little more of a rant than it is a Geekdar, because my thing is, if you're going to have a show based in St. Louis, can you at least look up things in St. Louis and get some things right? Because nothing in this show is St. Louis except for the name and the fact that they put the arch in several different scenes. It's like, okay, well, anybody can add the arch in, and anybody with Photoshop can do that, or a photo program can add the arch in. No big deal. But like the name of the town is something like Twyla or something, and I'm like, that's not even a city or a town in St. Louis. And Steven disappeared. I don't know where he went to. Anyway, so yeah, that's not even a city or a town in St. Louis. That bugged me. Let's see. They show a bus on the show, and the bus on the front of the bus, it has a big S and an L. It's like, okay, number one, our bus lines in St. Louis are known as Metro because they go across the river, because we're all part of the Metro East metro area. And if it did have letters on the bus, it would be STL, not SL.
That's Salt Lake.
Right. It's not St. Louis. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else. No, there wasn't a street that they mentioned that I recognized. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. That's not St. Louis. What the heck? And none of the scenes look like St. Louis. There's a couple scenes that kind of sort of similar to St. Louis, but I'm like, nah, it's still not St. Louis. They did show a scene in Chicago that looked exactly like Chicago. They did that great. They probably actually filmed in Chicago. The filming takes place in Atlanta, Georgia. I looked it up.
Gotcha.
And what else? There's a meeting between Jason Bateman,
right?
and what's the female actress's name? Hold on, Linda Cardellini.
Okay.
Cardinelli.
Yeah, I remember her from Men in Black, the first Men in Black movie, I think.
Oh, was she in Men in Black?
She was the girl in Men in Black, I think.
She's been in a lot of stuff, actually.
Yeah.
I was looking it up earlier. She's in ER too. Anyway, there's a scene where the two of them are together and they're in a Jamba Juice. There is no Jamba Juice in St. Louis. I'm like, come on. Where are the staples of St. Louis? Where's Ted Drew's? Where's Emos? You know?
Yeah.
Have a meeting in Emos or Ted Drew's. Come on.
Yeah.
What the heck is wrong with you people? You didn't look up anything about St. Louis. So it was a bit of a that was a disappointment as far as the St. Louis aspect of it. And tell me, people, when something comes on that's supposed to be in your area, do you rip it apart like I am?
Maybe. So real quick, I was wrong, everybody. Linda Cardellini was not in Men in Black. So that's not who I thought it was. She was Thelma in Scooby-Doo.
Yes, she was. She was in
and
Scooby-Doo.
she was the wife of Hawkeye in the Avenger movies.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. I got it right. Sorry.
She was also in Mad Men, from what I saw too.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, it turns out that one of the main characters is murdered, and it becomes a murder mystery. So Brendan and I both kind of got intrigued in the murder mystery portion of the show. Yeah. So we're sticking on for that because we want to know who did it. But other than that, there's times I have trouble paying attention to it because I'm sitting there ranting about, that's not St. Louis. That's not St. Louis. And then I'll go, oh, wait a minute. What happened there?
That's funny.
Now I got to rewind. Dang it.
That's some funny stuff right there.
So yeah, my guitar is just a little bit of a rant.
Okay. Here, let me.
And this is not a family friendly show. Just so
okay,
you
know. Not family friendly.
No,
okay.
No. It's very adult.
Okay, good to know.
One last rant before we go on.
Sure.
Because I happened to look up and saw the picture. Well, maybe two. Sorry. No. So Jason Bateman is a weatherman for Channel 10 News, which Channel 10 doesn't exist in St. Louis, and the call letters don't exist in St. Louis. I don't even remember what the call letters are. And David Harbour, he's a sign language, interpreter.
Okay.
And so they have him to interpret Jason Bateman's weather forecasts and stuff. And I'm like, I've never seen this done before. This is strange.
Yeah. Interesting.
So there's that. And then Jason Bateman rides one of those bicycles, that you recline and lay back in.
Oh, yeah. What are those called? I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's saying how he rides this around St. Louis, and they show him like he's supposed to be like downtown. Yeah. He ain't riding one of those in downtown St. Louis. You know why? Because he's going to get run over. On purpose.
Yeah. Recumbent bike. That's the word.
Yeah. I've seen them around here, but they're not, they're not all over the place. And usually they are only on bicycle trails.
Yeah. Because they know they're going to get run over.
Darn right they're going to get run over. And again, probably on purpose.
Yep.
Just
very
say
much so.
Okay, I'm done with my now.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope, that's all right. All right. Well, I'm gonna share my screen here then for mine, everybody. So I watched yesterday a movie on Netflix called War Machine, and it's got the man himself, Mr. Mr. Alan Ritchson that we really enjoy. He plays Reacher. He's been in some other shows and stuff that we really enjoy. So I decided to give this a shot because I saw a trailer for it and I thought, oh, it looks like it's a war movie or something. And oh, look, this looks like there's this big robot in it that's killing everybody. Okay, I'm down for that.
Please tell me the theme song is War Machine by Kiss.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
I don't think so. I got it in my head now.
Oh, do you? That's funny. So here's the premise of the film. And it is, it starts off, Alan Ritchson is there and sees, they're in, I want to say, where are they at overseas? Over in the Middle East. They're over there. I can't remember where they were at. And they were there. He meets up with his brother. His brother and him have a bonding moment, and they're talking about how his brother wants to become a ranger and apply for the school to get ranger school, and promised him, let's do this together, kind of a thing. And so this is all in the beginning of the film, and so there's more to this. Going to spoil a little bit here, but it's not really. It's part of this beginning of the story. They get attacked and his brother gets killed. Now there's more to that story that drives him for the rest of the movie. I don't want to spoil that part for you. So he goes to Ranger School. He goes through the whole process. Dennis Quaid is there. Cy Morales, who plays the bad guy in the most recent Mission Impossible movies, is in it. And they decide to say, okay, now you've made it through all the Ranger School. Now you have to pass this test. And so they go to do this test, and it's really cool. It sounds really cool. And they come across in this mountain region, what they think they're supposed to do is blow up something that went behind enemy lines, and they're supposed to blow it up. And so what happens is they find this weird looking thing in a ravine. There's a little bit of water, and so they plant C4 all over it. And then Alan Richman's character notices something sparkling. So he's like, uh-oh, is that the enemy? So he runs off to do a little recon and finds what they were supposed to blow up. And so they try to blow up this other thing, boom, boom, and he's running back trying to get to him. And sure enough, it wakes up. It's like a bipedal war machine, and it starts scanning everything. And let me tell you, this movie is gory because it's like real war kind of stuff. I mean, it's like it's just blowing them up, and it's tense from that moment on until the end. It is super tense. And now that sounds like, okay, it's just a beefy action movie. But what made it really good, there's a story behind it. There's a story behind what drives his character. There's a story about there's a change of his character from the beginning to the end. And then it kind of sets up, it 100% sets up for a sequel. 100%.
Ah, okay.
And but the battles that occur, the tension that you feel, his leading these other Rangers, that are really trying to prove themselves, and what he does there, and how that correlates back to his brother. There's this whole correlation that comes back there too as well. And it's really good. I really enjoyed it. It was worth seeing on Netflix. It's worth seeing. If you like sci-fi, because it is sci-fi, because the creature, they're not sure where it's from or what technology it is. And so, but dude, and even some stuff that's said at the beginning of the movie, of course, sets up for something that happens at the end of the movie and brings some closure in another way too. So it was really good.
Nice. And you said that's on Netflix?
Netflix. Yep. Netflix. People are giving it, IMDb gives it 6.4 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 69%, Empire 3 out of 5. If you were to ask me my score, I would give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, cool.
Because it had a good story with it. And so
you have to check it out.
Yeah, it was worth seeing. So
Sweet.
All right. Cool.
I like Alan Richardson, so
yeah, he's actually very good in this. Very good in this.
Cool. Very cool.
All right. We ready for the main event?
I think so.
Well, guess what? I didn't bring over the slide to say that we were doing the main event. It's time for the main event. Okay, now we're going to do the main event, everybody.
Ding ding.
Ding, ding.
Oh,
my
did you
goodness.
did I send you the one sheet for this?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I did. Dang it.
Well,
sorry.
But you know what? I've been working straight all day and just jumped right in. So you may have. Let me check and see.
I thought I did.
No, that's okay. But you've got it there. We'll work with it. What you got? I'm going to bring it up on my screen here real quick. Is the Paterson Cut. I'm going to show everybody. All right, everybody. We are talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Paterson Cut. And what the Paterson Cut is a fan edited, I mean, expertly so, edited, taking the whole series and trimming it down to its most basic, really what you need for the story and everything, and cuts it down, and then voila, you have it. Now, some of you may be saying, Stephen, I've never heard of the Paterson Cut. Where do I find more about the Paterson Cut? If you go to this website, KP Films, so it's going to be Kai, K-I-A-I, like in the Kai series that we just did for our Ko-fi listeners. The
Nice.
Kai Masters, just saying, Magna Kai, the Kai, Order of the Kai. So K-A-I.
Got the book right here.
Nice. Kai Paterson. So it's Patterson films.com. Now, you can do, after that, you can do /Kenobi, /Kenobi, and it'll bring you to this page, everybody. And it'll have a trailer. So if you want to see the trailer, we should have gotten the trailer ready for everybody.
Oh, I didn't think about it.
But he's got this whole, read this whole page before downloading the movie. Part of it, he's saying, it's okay to download. This is a fan edit. He doesn't know any of the material, and it's a Disney Plus. So you have to have a subscription to Disney Plus. That's where he feels better about saying, if you have it where you can watch it on Disney, that means you can watch this fan edit. And so there's different ways to download it. I downloaded it and then watched it. And so there's different ways to get it to download, but just please make sure you have a Disney Plus subscription.
Right. Yeah.
That's really the right way to handle this. So now here's the other thing. He also has an Ahsoka cut and a Boba Fett cut.
Yeah, I haven't dug into either one of those yet.
I've thought about it just because I really like this. So, but I'll put it here. So here's the Obi-Wan, the Paterson Cut. So that's how you get to the site. If you just put Paterson Cut in the search bar in Google, that's Patterson cut, it'll give you'll be able to get to the Obi-Wan Paterson Cut because it is the most popular. So that's a way to do it. Okay.
Yeah, I've not always been a fan of fan edits. The most famous one I can think of is what's his face from that 70s show. Gosh, I can't think of his name. We were just talking about him the other day too. But anyway, he did a fan edit of the Phantom Menace, and basically took out like all of the Jar Jar scenes and stuff like that.
That's
right.
Funny.
And I think that's where fan edits kind of got popular, because there was a lot of people that enjoyed Topher Grace.
I had no idea he did that. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, he did. He's a big Star Wars fan. In fact, I still remember an interview with him about that 70s show, and I remember seeing the episode too where his character Eric has a Darth Vader action figure, and like the producers came in and gave him the action figure, and he immediately started geeking out, going, this is the wrong action figure. This doesn't go with the era. We're in the 70s. This should be a Kenner Darth Vader action figure with the vinyl cape and the lightsaber that comes out of the arm and blah blah blah.
Right.
And they're going, nobody cares. Just use the action figure. Well, guess what? All of us old Star Wars fans, yes,
We knew exactly.
because we all called it out. We're like, that's not the right era.
That's not the right one. Yeah.
But it's nice that he is one of us.
Right.
I like that.
Excuse me.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he did a fan edit of Phantom Menace, and I think that was like the big, a push for fan edits where
Fan
it became
edits.
really, really popular.
Mhm.
And I, like I said, I don't get into a lot of fan edits. I don't get into a lot of the fan made, movies or YouTube,
Mhm.
fan shorts, Star Wars fan shorts and stuff like that. Every once in a while, there's something that'll come along and it'll be like, ooh, okay, I'll
Yeah.
watch this.
One of my favorites was Nathan Fillion did a Nathan Drake Uncharted one, which was like 15, 20 minutes. And it even had, the guy who plays the bad guy in Avatar. Oh gosh, what's his name?
I don't know.
He's Stephen Lang.
Okay.
And he was really good. He was really good in it. Because for his part, so if those who haven't seen it, go find it. It's worth seeing. I half wondered if they were trying to make that so that they could try to make a series kind of a thing of it. It would have been great, But anyway, go ahead. There's another fan edit, but sort of a fan edit, but not really a fan edit.
Well, the ultimate fan film, Star Wars fan film, is Troops. That's the best.
Yeah,
No
bad
one will
boys,
ever
bad
top
boys.
it.
What you gonna do?
What
Yeah,
you
boy,
gonna
that broke
do?
the internet right there. It was so good. Yes,
I love Troops. I still watch it to this day. That one is the best. That one's great. But
yes,
that's more than just a fan edit.
that's a fan film.
Yeah, it's
And also the Nathan Drake one really is a fan film too.
Right.
So yeah, you're correct. Fan edits, though, you're correct. That's different. That's taking an already created property and editing it in a certain way.
So I had heard about the Paterson cut, and it intrigued me because I like Kenobi. I have kind of this love-hate relationship with Kenobi, with the TV series, series, because there's things I'm like, oh crap, they broke canon here. This doesn't work.
Yeah.
For instance, him literally meeting Leia as a little girl kind of breaks canon altogether. And if it wasn't for her performance, that little actress's performance, I mean, she
was
body
fabulous.
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for her performance, I probably would not have liked this at all.
Okay.
But she really helped push that. And I was like, all right, I guess I can look past it just because she's so good. She did such a good job. And her and Ewan McGregor, they had a really good chemistry throughout.
They did. Mm-hmm.
And it was believable, their relationship and everything. It was like, yeah, okay, it hurts me because it breaks canon, but yeah, it's really good though, So okay, I accepted that. All right, that's fine, But and there's a few other things in here. I'm just like, that probably shouldn't have happened either, So I was excited when I heard this, because I'm like, oh, okay, he cut some of this stuff out, For instance, and I'm not harping on the actress. There's nothing wrong with the actress. Please don't think that that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I don't like the character, and I don't like the storyline of Reva.
Right. We had this conversation when we reviewed the series.
Right.
How many episodes was that? 8?
6.
Was it 6?
It's 6 hours. It's 6 episodes. It's 4.5 hours, and he cuts it down to 2.5 hours. So he cuts out 2 hours of it.
Yeah.
And he cuts out a lot of Reva's story.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the thing I don't like about Reva and a bunch of other Star Wars stuff that comes afterwards. How come everybody can survive getting skewered by a lightsaber now?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. In the stomach
Qui-Gon
of all
Jinn, one of the
things.
greatest Jedis to ever live, couldn't live.
He didn't survive. Right. Yeah.
Right. Come on. It
Yeah.
drives me crazy that Luna, go. Sorry, my dog came in here.
That's right.
And she'll just want back out if I leave her in here. Would you stop it?
I will. I promise. I'll stop. Gosh. I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun, everybody. The Paterson cut, I didn't know it was 4.5 to 2.5 hours. So he almost cut it in half.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Makes it nice and tight. And like I said, he cuts down a good portion of the Reva story, stuff that I didn't care for. And just makes it nice and tight story.
It did make it tighter. Yes.
Right.
Agreed.
The only thing that's left in there, and he can't really cut it, is the fact that she knows who Vader is, that she knows Vader is Anakin. That drives me up a wall because I think very, very, very few people should know who Vader is, and it just bothers me that she knows who it is. But,
the backstory makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know.
That's okay.
It doesn't make sense that Vader does not know who she is until she becomes an inquisitor. Vader would have known who she was much earlier, and he would have taken her out. Because he doesn't want this information getting out. So yeah, I disagree with that. I think that was a bad choice that they made in the story. That's all. But Paterson makes up for it because he ends the Reva story after Vader skewers her.
Yeah.
And she's done. We don't see any more of her. So it's kind of like, oh, well, my secret dies with you right here. And I like that better, because it kind of makes that whole story much more better.
Much more better. Cheers, everybody.
Okay. Anyway, so we can move on.
Okay.
Some of the other things I liked about this, he gave it an opening crawl, very Star Wars.
Yay!
And a custom, a custom crawl. I guess he wrote it. I don't know. Worked really well though.
It did work well.
Gave it the opening Star Wars theme music.
Yep.
Loved that. That was great. Let's see.
Agreed.
One of the other things I really, really liked in here. So you get, they moved the Vader in the bacta tank from, I don't know what portion of the series it was in. It was much later though. He moved it to the beginning. And so you see
really good.
Yeah. You see Vader in the bacta tank, and he starts having memories of him and Obi-Wan training. And then he overlaps it with scenes from the fight scenes from Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
And I was like, that's genius. I love it.
It was great. Yeah.
Man, they need to hire this guy.
As an editor, absolutely.
Because he did a good job, man.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's really good, everybody. If you have a chance to see, if you have Disney Plus, download it. It's going to take some time to download, just FYI.
Just set it up to download, go out to eat, come back. It'll be ready for you.
Okay, so the other part that I really like of his edit, my favorite part of his edit, was how he edited the whole sequence, the fight sequence at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the series, it kept going. It kept breaking off to show something else, and I was like, no, I want to go back. That was a great fight, and then you go back, and then it would cut it again in the series. It's like, I don't care about this. I want to see this fight. even edited, whoever edited it, you're like at these good parts, and you're like, why did you stop there? Why did you edit that part?
Right.
And then he brought it all together, and it's fantastic.
Well, and he put in Duel of the Fates, which is awesome.
That's right. Oh, da, da. Yep.
I love Duel of Fates. Duel of Fates has become one of my all-time favorite Star Wars themes. In fact, it is my it's my music for my alarm in the mornings.
Nice. I should change mine. That'd be great. Like,
it is. That's my alarm theme.
I don't know. With how I'm getting up lately, I probably should do the Imperial March. Dun dun da 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 da.
Either one works, man.
But that was by far my favorite part. I'm like, that was worth the whole thing. Worth it. 100% worth it. I mean, I was even tempted just to cut that part out for myself so I could just sit and watch it on its own, kind of a thing. But it was really good. It's very good.
But see, now you can just skip to it. You can Steven skip right to it.
That's right. Steven skipped that bad boy.
Yeah, I got it on my MacBook, and I put it up for home sharing, and then I was able to share it with my Apple TV in the living room and watch it on the living room TV, and it was beautiful. I just absolutely loved it. It was so nice.
Nice.
Right. So we covered the Reva thing. We already covered that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is kind of a fun little detail too. So one of my favorite ships in all of Star Wars is the Snowspeeder. I love the Snowspeeder.
Okay.
I think it's just a cool little ship. I always call it the hot little sports car of the Star Wars universe.
Nice. Okay.
That's what I think of when I see it. It's like this sleek little sports car, you know. Mm-hmm. But the cool thing about the Snowspeeder, technically, they're not snow speeders. They're actually air speeders. Because in The Empire Strikes Back, they even say, they tell Han, because Han's wanting to go out and search for Luke, mm-hmm. and they said, we don't have all the speeders converted yet. So they're converting them over to use in the Hoth weather, because they're not meant for that. And here we actually get to see the speeders kind of in their environment, and mm-hmm. it's cool. It's like, oh yeah,
it's very cool.
This is what they're meant for, you know. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. It was so cool. And
spoiler alert, everybody, he's dead, she dead, they all dead. I'm just kidding.
It's actually called a T-47 air speeder, but everyone calls it a snow speeder because that's what we all thought it was. Due to The Empire Strikes Back, the toys were always named the snow speeder, so on and so forth. But the technical name is actually a T-47 air speeder, not a snow speeder. So I thought that was fun. It's very nerdy. Sure. I get it, but
that's all right.
That's like
what we're here for, by golly.
That's right. And it's just so cool that we're seeing this. Let's see. I'm trying to think of so we're post Return of the Jedi. Yeah. So we're seeing this after Empire Strikes Back, and we're just seeing the air speeder in more of its natural.
We're post Revenge of the Sith, and
post Revenge of the Sith, pre Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting to see the speeder in its more natural habitat than what we see in the Empire Strikes Back.
Yes. Yeah. So this is also post Rogue One, right? No, it is not. No. Wait.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is post Rogue One.
Rogue One goes right into A New Hope.
That's right. So it's
okay.
That's right. So it's pre.
Right.
Okay.
And we also get Vader's castle in this, which is cool.
I'm so glad we got Vader's castle. It's awesome.
I like that too. Okay.
Yes.
The mask.
Okay.
one of my absolute favorite scenes in this is when Obi-Wan smashes the mask.
Yes.
The coolest thing about this is it mirrors Ahsoka and her battle with Darth Vader. It literally mirrors it.
It sure does.
She breaks the mask too. And shoot, let me see. I had a picture.
He's got to get better defending that because he keeps falling for that.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, how many of those masks does he have anyway?
As many as needed.
Yeah, I got it. Here, let me.
What do you need? You ready? Are you sharing?
Hold on. Exit screen share. There we go. Now let me get a new one up. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Please make.
So I got a graphic.
Mask. Oh, cool. Okay, here we go. I'm pulling it up. All right, everybody.
And this is the mask. So
that's
for those of you who are listening, this is Darth Vader's mask, and it's broken from on the right hand side, or well, no, that would be the left hand side. It's broken from Obi-Wan, and then on the right hand side, it's broken from Ahsoka. So each one broke the other side of it.
That's a great picture.
And as
we should
George
post that
Lucas,
on our Ko-fi page so people can see that.
Oh yeah, we could do that. I don't know who made this picture, by the way. Gemini found it on the internet for me. So
yay, Gemini!
I'm not trying to take credit. I didn't create this mashup. Somebody else did. So, yeah, but it is a cool, very cool picture. So if you happen to be watching, I like your work. You did a good job.
Yeah.
But as George Lucas would say, it rhymes.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah.
Very nice. I love it. It was a great sequence.
It was
because
so good.
You got Hayden's voice and the Darth Vader voice overlapping, coming in and out, and even as they were talking,
I think that was James Earl Jones'
voice.
Was it his last time he did it?
I don't know.
It might have been the last time he did it.
I don't know.
Because I know Rogue One, it was a big deal that he came back for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think this may have been his last performance as Vader. Maybe. I don't remember for sure. I should have looked that up before the show.
We'll look it up now while we do it. So I'm just saying it's really cool because when you see it on the screen, the sequence in the Obi-Wan Paterson cut, he did such a nice job with it. You see it. There's even the reflection of the sabers. Are you talking to Anakin? Are you talking to Vader? The lightsaber and stuff. Go ahead.
Paterson, he remixed that too. He made a little bit more of Anakin's voice come out at certain points and stuff to give it a different effect. And I think he did a fantastic job. Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Yeah, if you haven't figured it out, everybody, we give it really high score on this because let's go broken Vader masks. I gave it a 9 out of 10 broken Vader masks. I'm just saying.
Heck yeah. I agree with that. Totally. 9
it
out
made
of 10.
It tighter. It addressed my issues about being too long. 2.5 hours still. I was still pretty engaged with it though. I was like, yeah, this is good.
I think from now on, when I watch this, I'm going to watch this cut instead of watching the Disney version of it. I think I'm going to continue watching the Paterson cut, and it'll fit nicely and watch. If you want to watch it, right after Revenge of the Sith, it fits real nicely there. And 2.5 hours isn't too bad, in opposed to 4.5 hours.
Right. Yeah.
I like that.
It was really good. It had all my favorite sequences in it. The Vader grabbing the ship in the air, not letting it go. That's one of my favorite sequences. I'm like, yes, that's great.
That's so Force Unleashed.
It is about freaking time we get some Force Unleashed action going on.
I mean, that's exactly right out of Force Unleashed too, because that's what Starkiller does in Force Unleashed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, when we were watching this, Brenda goes, Vader didn't have an apprentice. I go, oh yes, he did. And I ran over and grabbed my 2 books, The Force Awakens, The Force Unleashed and The Force Unleashed 2. I was like,
Yeah.
right here. This is it. This is his apprentice,
The
Starkiller.
Secret Apprentice.
And we want Starkiller to be live action.
We would love to see it.
Hang on, my dog's chewing on something.
That's all right. I'll keep talking. So, I enjoyed the most out of there's 2 scenes. One was this scene with Obi-Wan and Ben Kenobi with Darth Vader. Their mano a mano sequence was my most favorite. My second favorite part was the scene where you see Darth Vader walking through like this little town area, this little settlement. And let me tell you, it was brutal how evil he was. He didn't care who you were. He killed you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was brutal, just showing how twisted he had become at this point in time and how he felt like he was stronger than Obi-Wan. And he was at that moment.
Yeah.
And because Obi-Wan was still kind of turned himself off of the Force for some time, which that led to years. Which I didn't understand that, but I'm like, whatever. So I didn't really like that part. But the whole part with Darth Vader is walking through there, picking people up, throwing people to the side, snapping people's necks, dragging. I mean, there was no mercy, no grace, no nothing. It was pure unadulterated. I'm getting what I want no matter what it takes.
That's one of the things I think Disney got right about this, because they turned Darth Vader into the fierce monster that we all imagined Vader as.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think now I like the prequels. I enjoy the prequels. I think they're good movies. But a lot of people think the prequels made Darth Vader wimpy, knowing that he came from little Annie, knowing that background, it kind of ruined it for some fans. I'm not saying it ruined it for me, because guess what? Anakin becomes ruthless by the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
But for some people, they had a hard time seeing Darth Vader as the ultimate villain. And I think Disney actually did a really good job on this, because it made him feel like, oh crap, he's a real bad. Shut your mouth.
Yeah. Shut your ever-loving mouth. I totally concur. And even then, what's the other scene that showed him how bad it was? Rogue One. The hallway scene in Rogue One, you're just like,
and the hallway scene in Rogue One mirrors the hallway scene in Mandalorian with Luke Skywalker.
Oh, it does.
They're almost identical. And it's just like George would say, it rhymes.
Right.
I like things to rhyme.
Yes. So what's, we're actually gave you our score, everybody. In the grand scheme of things, would you recommend people to download this? If you have a Disney Plus subscription, would you say totally worth downloading and everything?
I would definitely go by Paterson's wishes. Please do not download it if you don't have Disney Plus. And that's to protect him, or at least try to protect him against Disney, because we all know the mouse is actually really the emperor. But anyway, yes, I recommend this wholeheartedly. I think it's a better cut than the original one. Like I said before, I think it makes the story tighter. It makes it much cleaner. I mean, there's still some things that, no matter what, the story breaks canon, and you can't do a whole lot about it just because it's integral to the story that they told. But I think it makes it a little closer to canon than what it originally was, and it makes me happy because, again, I like Ewan McGregor, and I love his portrayal of Obi-Wan, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
super excited when I found out the series was coming out, and again, I enjoy the series. I think it's a good series. It's just
Mhm.
there are some things, as a longtime Star Wars fan, I'm not an advocate of,
Mhm.
So, but now I do think that another thing I think Disney did well to unfortunately connect us to the sequel movies, but they made something work for me, and that's Ben Solo. I always had an issue with when they introduced Ben Solo. I was like, why would Leia name? She wouldn't name her son Ben. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
To me, it did not work. Of course, I grew up with the books, man. The books are to me still the real sequels. And
Nice.
and and you had Ben Skywalker. Now, to me, that made total sense. Luke would name his son Ben. I get it.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and then on the other side, we had Jason and Jaina, and then Anakin. And Anakin was a struggle for Leia, but she finally came to realize who her father was and who he was before, and that's why she named her son after her father. And I always liked it. I thought it was great. So when this came along, I'm like, but it doesn't make any sense. She didn't even know Ben. Why would she?
Mhm.
You know, she knew Ben through stories of her father, and that's it. It's like,
Well, except for this, she got to get
well,
saved by
that's
him.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
I see what
this
you mean.
kind of helps solidify that in my mind, going, okay, all right. I guess now she has a better reason to name him Ben. I get it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, in that aspect, I think Disney did a good job there. Let's see what else. Shoot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When Obi-Wan comes back
Uh-huh.
and to see the Organas, um, and he tells Leia, this was emotional, and it was still emotional watching it in the Paterson cut. Even when he leans down to Leia and says, "You have gifts. You have gifts from your mother," and I forget exactly what what the gifts were that he said, and then you have gifts from your father. You know, I love that. I was like, oh, this is really good. I mean, and it really does. Um, it really explains Leia. It's like, oh yeah, that is Leia. That's good. That's great. And he shows both sides of the parents got portrayed in her, and I thought that was cool. That was very,
Mhm.
very cool. I enjoyed that, and it almost makes me feel a little bit better about a scene in Return of the Jedi, actually.
Okay.
So when Luke and Leia are having their conversation, and they've come to the realization that they're brother and sister, they never do address the fact that they kissed
No, I'm just kidding. Nobody knew. Yeah.
twice, twice. Anyway, um, anyway, but Luke asks Leia if she remembers anything of her mother, and she goes, "No, not really. Just feelings." And I remember feelings, and I remember her being sad, and all this stuff. And like a lot of fans, it's like, well, how could she remember these things about her mother? She was just born, you know.
Mhm.
But now I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's actually remembering things that Obi-Wan told her, and kind of, you know, outwardly uh, emoting that, you know.
Yeah, okay.
So
I could
it
go with
kind
that. Sure.
it kind of helps that scene a little bit. So I like that too. I thought that was really, really good.
Yeah.
And then we should probably talk about the final scene. So we have the scene. They finally gave us Qui-Gon Jinn. Obi-Wan
Yes.
communes with Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
I like the way Paterson did it because he cut it out of the end and he put it after the credits. He made it a post-credit scene, and I think it works better that way. Because it was kind of weird the way it there you have this emotional moment of Obi-Wan meeting Luke Skywalker, and then him going away, and this is the last time he's going to interact with Luke until we see him together in A New Hope, which is many years down the road, and which is like 20 years down the road or something, or 18 years or whatever, so you got this emotional scene, and then all of a sudden this abrupt, oh, here's Qui-Gon, so it kind of gave you that flow out of that, and then you can go into the credits and the music and everything and just kind of bask in that a minute and think about it. And then we get to commune with Qui-Gon as a post-credit scene.
Yeah, because at first I was like, wait a minute, where's the Qui-Gon scene? And I was like,
I did that too. I was like, hey, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, he put it at the end. Smart. Very smart.
A smart man then. That's a very smart man, yes.
So Paterson did a great job on this. I'm very, very happy with what he did.
Yes. Yep. Good. All right. Well, we're right at the hour mark. So
I think I've made it through all my notes. So
excellent. Very nice. Well, everybody, as you can tell, we love the Paterson Cut. Go to KaiPatersonFilms.com. KaiPatersonFilms.com. And you can do /Kenobi, /Kenobi, and then it'll take you directly to that page. So it's great stuff. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. It was very tight storytelling, and it was really done well. I'm curious about the Ahsoka one now, so maybe we need to add that to our list.
Oh, okay. I'm up for it. Cool. Well, and he's got Book of Boba Fett, and he's got it broken up into more than one book. Okay. I read an interview with him, and he said that he just could not, either Ahsoka or Boba Fett, the way they're done, he couldn't edit them down to a movie length. It just wasn't possible. There's just too much, so he just, he kind of edited where he could and changed some things and made multiple books for the Book of Boba Fett.
Okay. That's funny.
I think it's book 1 and book 2.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Two Geeks and a Microphone. So glad you could hang out with us. Just so you want to go to our website is www.twogeeksmic.com. That's the number 2, GEKSMIC.com. And we're just go there to go to all things Two Geeks, which would also include our Ko-fi page, and help support us there. We got 3 subscription tiers, $1 tier, $2 tier, $3 tier per month. And I will say this, we've added some new stuff. Mike and I just did a beginning playthrough, just how to do it and stuff like that. That's I want to show this to you. Mike's got it up, so I'm going to share. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Spend all the time doing it, and so check that out. That's for our subscribers, where you get to see that first part of that, and really appreciate just the support for everybody. And we've got some other stuff that we're doing. Mike's working really hard right now on his Mike Has Issues segment, which will be exclusive for our Ko-fi subscribers. And so pretty excited about all that's happening as well. So also you go check out our merch page at www.twogeeksmicmerch Go to our website and that'll take you there. And then also, don't forget to reach out to us if you have any questions, comments, and just anything you want to share at our email, which is show@twogeeksmic.com, SHOW at the number 2 GEEKSMIC.com. Mike does a really good job of keeping up with those, and we've had creators reach out to us from there. So if you're a creator and you want to reach out to us, we really like talking to, because we have a new segment that we've been doing over the last year called Creators Corner, and we just talk about the cool stuff, and we've got to meet some great people. If you have not seen those shows, everybody, we've met Braxton Cosby, who did Yasuki, which is based on a true story, based on true events, and it's his storytelling off of that. It's really good, and really enjoy talking with him. He's a great guy. And then we've had Tom Hutchison on. We've had who does all kinds of fun stuff. We got attracted to the Wicked West, or the Wild. I can't even say it now. Oh my gosh, it's the Wicked.
I can't think.
West of Oz.
His take on the Wizard of Oz, but it's in the Wild West, and I call Dorothy the Annie Oakley of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. So I ordered the omnibus of that series, and I should be getting it here in a couple of months. So in a month or two, and so we'll do an opening for that on the show to show everybody. So
we also had
anyway, John Jackson Miller we had on. We did Batman.
I don't have my Batman book in here.
I put mine on my shelf just right here, and I can't reach it in time. So it's really good. I can't wait for you to finish it, Mike. I just can't wait for you to finish, because it's really good.
I'm through the first 3 or 4 chapters. I'm liking what I'm reading.
The Batvan.
I haven't got to it yet.
Okay.
I got to Gotham, the Gotham PD having their SWAT vans.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that somehow Bruce Wayne gets one of those.
Because this takes place in '89, my brain went right to dun 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 dun. I pity the fool messing with my bat van. So that's where my brain went. So anyway, everybody, thanks for listening. That's all I got, Mike. It's all you now.
If you made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on the socials. I try to be very active on both Facebook and Instagram with either funny memes or interesting tidbits about different characters, whether it be Star Wars or Marvel or DC or so on. That could be anniversaries of a character. It could be, just whatever. Also we'll give information on any time that we go live. And speaking of going live, we go live normally. Yes. We are normally live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math on the rest, because I don't like math. You're not live today, but we will be back, I think, the week after next.
Yes.
I think we have 1 week off. I'm going to see the Battlehawks play that week.
Yes.
And Steven's just going to rest, and then we will be back.
I'm driving back. Yeah, I'm traveling, so I'm driving back that day. So yeah.
I don't remember what we're doing after that. So
Iron Lung. You're doing Iron Lung.
Well, we're doing Iron Lung this. Well, when you see this, you would have already seen Iron Lung. Everything's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, to put the Doctor Who spin on it. Anyway, all right. Yep. But normally we go live at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we go live on Facebook. Normally I have them up here in front of me, but since we're not live, they're not showing.
You can't see them. Right.
I have little prompts that show me exactly what we're on.
So Twitch, YouTube,
Facebook, and Rumble.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. Now that I got that out of the way, anything else? Any last words? Funny anecdotes, et cetera. All right.
Yep.
All right. So with that said, please do not Steven skip this episode, because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,